What's up, YouTube? This is Black Market Yu-Gi-Oh with my first deck profile. This is gonna be my scrap deck. Uh, I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. I actually just give it to my wife. Uh, she seems to like the deck, so she wanted to play it. So I'm like, sure, here, play it. I'm playing 6 Sams right now, so that's it's 6 Sams. What do you think? But this is my wife's scrap deck. It's a lot of fun. I hope we can get some more support for it. So, uh, y'all let me know what you think of it. Give me any pointers. Here we go. Start off with monsters. 3 scrap chimeras, standard. 3 scrap beast, standard. 2 scrap goblins. I play 2 instead of 1, or 2 instead of 3. This guy is pretty good for his Reaper effect. He stays till the end of the battle phase. And then he gets his scrap effect if he's attacked face up defense, which is really cool. It's helped me out a good bit. 1 scrap golem, we know. 1 scrap breaker. Scrap breaker has helped me out a whole lot more than I thought it would. It lets me pull in weird combos. If I've got a scratch scorcher in the graveyard and a beast on the field with a chimera in the graveyard also, I can go special summon scrap breaker, pop the beast, pull back the chimera from my hand to my hand, and then pull a scrap searcher out. So it's basically, I put 1 monster on the field. If I've got just a beast on the field, I can go special summon, destroy, pull back the chimera from my graveyard to my hand, and then here's my scrap searcher from the graveyard also. So it basically turns into a, once everything is said and done, is I'm sitting here with this, and then I normal summon, and I'm sitting here with that. So I can go into 8, I can go into 9, I can even go into a 5 if necessary, if I, for some reason, needed Canister for some reason, which is really cool. Next would be Scrap Searcher. Scrap Searcher is really cool because it gives that weird, if it's in the graveyard, one of my scraps gets destroyed, I can pull him back out, he stays on the field. He comes back on the field, and I keep some kind of field presence, whereas, blah. If you Dark Hole and he's in the graveyard, he comes back out, guess what, I've still got a monster on the field, you still got to do all your shenanigans, but you still gonna have to run over 1 monster. Scrap Mind Reader. This is a iffy one in the deck right now, so we're working on this card. We're seeing how it works. It's a 1-star. Helps me go into a possible Formula Sync run, which I've done. To the Tricky. This is a really cool card. Because it's not discard specific, I don't have to discard a monster, or I don't have to discard a spell like Summoner Monk. This guy is really cool to go. I've got this in my hand. I can discard the beast, special summon the Tricky, normal summon the Chimera, pull back the beast, and I've got a Scrap Dragon or a Scrap Twin. If I do the Scrap Twin, I've got fodder for the Scrap Twin's effect, which is really cool. 2 Cyber Dragon works about the same way as the Tricky. I can special summon, go beast. There's my Scrap Twin. Or if I've got a Golem in a hand, I can go Goblin as my normal summon, and there's me a level 8 besides Scrap Dragon. With Chimera being so specific. So, that helps me out if I need a Stardust. Glow Up Bulb. Glow Up Bulb has been kind of weird for me. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. I can have this in my hand with a Tricky, ditch out for the Tricky, whatever. It's always been a different thing every time I end up using it. I've used it for Formula Synchron, I've used it for Bionic, I've used it for Black Rose Dragon. It's just been weird. I've been Cyber Dragon, Glow Up Bulb, Bionic, whatever. And then Gigantes. Gigantes is a really cool card. It works better for me than Summoner Monk or anything else. that has been suggested. I can lay a Scrap Beast down and then go, bleh, Gigantes. Next is the spell lineup. We got 3 Scrap Storms. We know why. This card is really cool because they've ruled that you can chain them on top of each other with only one Scrap Monster. So you can have one Scrap Monster on the field and then go Scrap Storm and then go Scrap Storm, Scrap Storm. And you're going to put 3 cards in the graveyard and then you're going to draw 3 cards. But even though you have to follow the line of the effects, you're still gonna at the end of the resolution, you're still putting 3 cards in the graveyard and you're still drawing 3 cards. So it's really cool. 3 scrapyards. Everybody says I'm playing 1 too many. Everybody says I should be playing 2. Everybody says I should be playing 1. I play 3. 3 helps me out, especially if I'm dead drawing for some reason or I've overextended and I'm about to lose field presence. I can scrapyard into a scrap goblin and go, hey, deal with that for a turn. 2 Mysticals, which are dual terminals, which I think look really cool. I wish they would have made these a different rarity, but anyway, it's dual terminal. Cool. Mysticals, we know what they're for. 2 enemy controllers. Now, enemy controllers is something different. This is what I put in to replace the 2 Book of Moons that we lost. This has been an interesting little card, especially with a Scrap Dragon on the field. I can lay a Scrap Monster down and then use the effect of Scrap Dragon, target the monster I laid down, target a card to destroy, and then pop enemy controller, tribute the monster I just targeted with Scrap Dragon, tribute it. Take control of their monster and still get something, Dark Hole, duh. Giant Trunade, duh. Monster Reborn, duh. Book of Moon, duh. 1 for 1. Now, I play 3 level 1 monsters, which are Mind Reader, Glow Bulb, and Searcher. This has helped me out a couple of ways. This actually helped me out not too long ago. Went into a Formula Synchron Shooting Star, which was kind of weird for this deck. But it works, it helps. Trap lineup. This is the weirdest part of the deck because everybody goes, oh, you're playing this and this is too many, but you'll see. 3 Royal Decrees. I mean, this is the build that I choose, is Royal Decree. It's helping out a lot in this format with Trap Stun being so wild, and then with the 6 Sam's counter and Trap Stuns and everything else. This helps a lot. I play 2 Dark Bribes. Sorry about that. 2 Dark Bribes in case I don't have a decree. It stops the unwanted dark holes or the unwanted cards that I'm not able to stop with a Royal Decree, whatever. And then 2 Trap Stuns. Trap Stuns gonna be in this format and probably the next. So we're gonna see a lot of this. So it's not that big of a deal. So I got that in there. So that's what works. My extra deck lineup: Shooting Star. I done told you why. Formula Synchron. Done told you why. Stardust. We know. I can do it. Black Rose Dragon. I'm actually able to sync for 7 a lot more than I thought I was in this deck. I didn't think that 7 was going to be that big of a thing for me, so I originally didn't cite extra deck any 7 stars. But the way I've got the deck built, you can actually do it more than I thought you could. So, I've got, of course, put a 7 in there. Ancient Fairy Dragon. This has to be the most hilarious addition to my extra deck, especially with Gravekeepers being so big in my area. You talk about a irate Gravekeeper player is to watch me throw this down in defense position, destroy their Necro Valley, gain 1,000, and they go, okay, now you have to run over this. The only way they're going to get rid of this is with their Descendant combo. It's just cool. Bronic, duh. justice for that random 5-star that I'm able to go into, which happens occasionally. So I do it. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. I play Cyber Dragons. Come on, y'all. Scrap Archfiend. That would be for the Chimera and Goblin play. 3 Scrap Twins. I can do 9 very fast in this deck, so that's what I got. This card is just great. And of course, your 3 Scrap Dragons. That, hey, we know what it is. It's 3 Scrap Dragons. It's a scrap deck, so whatever. All right, YouTube. This is Black Market Yu-Gi-Oh. I hope you like my deck. If you got any pointers, shoot me a message or something. Like I said, my wife's playing this deck now, so she likes it. So if you got any pointers for her, she's a pretty good player. Shoot me messages, y'all. Black Market out.